pin in. Piston out a little bit. Yes, it installed much easier with the right size. I was very surprised. I was like, hey, that's surprising how that fits. When you put it in the right one. Just looking over here on this side, trying to line up the piston. Pull the cylinder up. Just, oh, I popped a ring. Ow, did you hear it? It went pop. That's okay. Now you can see me pop it back in. Okay, so we'll lock it open like that. And then get something to push the ring in. Here's my ring I was looking for earlier. This is from an opener, and it's got a flat part there, and it's got a pin part here. The part you want to get in is where the rings meet together, right there. See, right there. Good. Throw it in, put it on like that, and then on the sides, just lock it where the transfer is. There's a bridge you have to get in. Take it to the other side. Push it in. Push. Push. My little screwdriver. Well, this is what I use to pull the pin out, though. These fit right through the pin real nice, and I'll put it through this way, right? Install them this way, or you can leave the circlip in and push them out that way. Great tool, but it's not the tool to reinstall the rings with. I use a screwdriver and my hands mostly. But I cannot find my screwdriver because I lost it again. I don't want this one. I want the other screwdriver, my special screwdriver. There we go. I'm going to just seal it onto the case and put the 4 screws in, and we're done. Finally. Kind of, sort of. I didn't see that seal coming all the way out like that. I did not see that. Let's go gray or black. It's any good. It's not all dried up anyway. Here's my special tube. There it is. Also helps when the tube dries up to pop a new hole in it. Yeah. About that much. Here's where leakity leak mostly is, right there at the transfer point. So that's where I want to not get it stuck in my transfers and onto the spacer plate. The spacer plate is really super thin, and it's just mostly there to keep the transfers from falling out. I mean, I could remove it, and I have removed it before. I cut a little deep there, so I want to put a little extra right there. And I have like a certain amount of time to screw it down. Just like that. And then I like to always put this at bottom to make sure that it's into the cylinder when I screw it down. But just like that. And I got to clean my hands. Torque them. Torque me. Torque out. About like 20 minutes before that stuff dries. Hot day at least, so it'll dry a little slower. Any questions, hit me up. First wrap TS400. Gotta be some questions. I had a shitload. I was breaking it apart going, what the hell? Okay, good enough. Okay. Nice and long one. Those are full 1-inchers. 7/8. Nice and thin, so I can do 7/8. Lots of people ask me what size. It really depends on how much deck you have to do. Somebody that's removed like almost all of the cylinder deck, you use real thin ones. One that has a giant spacer and all that, you're going to need a bigger screw. One. And bag of screws. Okay. Big old 1-incher. See if I can fit the 1-inchers. Got one deep hole. Stud 2 in. Stud 3. Feel around until you find it. It's just too easy, man. Don't say that. Don't jinx yourself. Going full 1 inches on these, and then I can't fit them. I'll put the 7/8 in. Come on, baby, start. There we go. Let me try to get it all the way down. Got it in a good old bind. I'll loosen this one up. This one up. Take it all the way down. Oh, yeah, I need a short one there. 5/8. Yeah. 7/8. Let's try 7/8 first. Even smaller than 7/8, but that's pretty sweet that I got 3 1-inchers in there. 5/8, just smaller than 7/8. Because you just divide them. the rat, I think it'd be better to change the. Shorter one here too. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Knocking over the mic. My screwdriver I was missing. Right there. Sit on the floor. Right there. Another shorty. Drop shorty in. Both of those I didn't get long enough. One side of the case. Just keep on going shorter and shorter. Put my circlips back in the circlip container. With all the wrong size rings mixed up, 50s and 49s. Because that's the way I like it. Mixed totally up. Some stainless here somewhere. Not the same thread. Hate washers. There's the thing. That's one I'm looking for. There we go. This one's going to be short too. None of the 1 inches fit. You know. Huh. Oops, sorry. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You guys got some questions, just hit me up. I'm just trying to screw this cylinder down. Fighting me a little bit, like they do. And every time, if you're missing in a metal part, look into the magnet. Unless you have the cover on. Where is it always? In the magnet. Put that down at 0. just lost that mic over every second. Every second. But you get the gist. I'm bolting down the cylinder. I'm just looking for shorties. Last one. Okay, here we go. I hate washers. Never fit through the the fins. Tightened up. That's dead. Bottom. ZL crank. Always has a ton of crosstalk on the ZLs, but I can fix that. And I'm learning how to fix it with the cylinder being in there. You'll have to stay tuned if you want to see it. I have to wait for that stuff to dry, but I definitely want to lift it up and clean all the excess off of the piston I can. And let's put it at just right, bam, where it's blocking off the intake. And blocking off the exhaust. Okay. One drop. Cylinder side or the exhaust side. Bam. See any leaks right on it. If there's a leak, that oil will go through that thing so fast. Eventually it'll all go through it, but I'm saying a leak big enough where it's going to do anything, do the damage. There we go. And one cylinder's up and running. I just have to put on the clutch. Let's put on the clutch. All the covers on. And voila. All my extra screws in the screw bag. Except for the clutch cover one, of course. There's a 30. I like 30s in the clutch on this one right here. M630. Quarters. Shorties. Blah, blah. Should be the only black one I got. I think I removed the bearing, but let's just check and see. Yep, no bearing. Axle grease. Axle grease. No more axle grease. Pull that out. Other side. There we go. Pack it. Don't squeeze it so hard that you blow the end of the thing out. It's always crappy when you do that because I've done that. Yeah, the end is alright. Like that. Just until it floods the compartment. Throw a bearing in. More those in there. More those. Those were the rings I was looking for. Here's the pin. So the right one. Usually there's a couple millimeters difference between a Zeta and PK80. Not much, so not much when it comes to that. That was rough. I don't like that. That's rough. I like these carbon rods that I cut myself that are perfectly smooth. They're pretty rough on the clutch arm though because they're so hard. Let's put a ball in. Make a little divot and build some pressure and push like that. All the excess up. Get it nice and good. This stuff, if you don't get it up, it will loosen your nut so fast. Try to get as much as I can off, and this will feed the chain and oil it also. Lithium. Yeah, see, I cut mine a little bit thicker than the stock ones, just like by a millimeter or so, like that. Whoops. Looking up and I'm like, hey, you're way over there, guys. Any questions? Any questions at all about the wrap? Telling you, these screws don't fit as well as the originals, though. For some reason, it's like weird. It's supposed to be the same thread. I would assume. Three-quarters don't fit there. Oh, kind of do, but then it's hard to pull them up. The quarter fits well in the one from Ace Hardware. Not in the original style though. See if I can put a 30 in the bottom, or I mean a 25 in the bottom. And why I put the really strong one on the top is because I ain't gonna back out like the others do. Tink. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. They get stuck in there. They should go like they go tink tink. When you're using a quarter and a M6. Tap tap tap. That's what I'm looking for. So that baby pulled tight. Ooh. Oh, that's got a freaking You can tell they put the bigger spring in that. Woo! Wow! Wow! That is wacky, guys. I don't know why you guys want a 500-pound spring there. I really don't. We'll see if it doesn't slip as much. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. That is a ton of spring, though. Holy shit, that's a ton of spring. That is, wow. Okay, cover on that one. So there we go. 26 minutes. Sorry it took so long to get the cylinder down. Now what I'm going to do is take this outside into the light and look through here all the way around. I can blow, of course, but I don't want to while it's drying. You never want to blow through anything when you have a seal that's not dry. I'm going to take it out in the sunlight and check that before I go, but talk to you guys, answer all your questions. First, how's it going, Lost Hope? Let me pull up a chair and tip the camera back. Let's talk. Hey, Lost. How we doing? Rat stroke 38. Yeah. To do a 38 on this, I'd have to change out to the different size crank, and this has the bigger bearings, so it's pretty much going to isolate to all the short strokes. The 372 XP is a short stroke. The 400, 361, all these are going to be the 38 that has the 48 millimeter instead of the one with the 52 millimeter. That would be the short. These are all the ones that will work with the rat. Ones that will. Now, if I could change the rod, if I could put a rod in that's a little bit taller, I could still, have a little bit crank, a little bit of that. But yeah, I would say the rat is good for all the short stroke motors. 372 is a short stroke. So let me show you that and what would need to be. This one's a short stroke, and it's even smaller than the 49. About the same size. Let me show you guys. Hopefully the bigger bearings are going to turn at a higher RPM. That's what I'm hoping for. Bigger bearings usually can handle more RPMs. The bigger the bearing, the faster you can turn them. Normally, the finer the bearings, the better it's going to turn in a round circle. The bigger, the faster we can go, usually, as bearings are. But this is a short stroke right here. This is the shortest stroke. This right here is about the same stroke as this. This is almost the exact same stroke. The 400 is going to use a 1/16 of an inch spacer or cut into the squish a 1/16 and build the transfer blocks. This is the 372 XP. It's going to have the short stroke also. Yeah, the shortest rod is still going to need a 3/16 lift, which is a huge lift or space lift. That's what I was originally building. The first ones were on a long rod, and the crosstalk was a lot. People that run long on a 400 usually, let me find the cap. They usually run a reed because of the crosstalk, and that's how they fix it. And I'm kind of against that because I think when a reed is great, but I still think you should have the intake closed when you have it at bottom, because that's when the pressure is going to be lower than the atmospheric pressure, and that's when you want the suction, and that's when you want your valve open. But then people use reeds for the exact opposite. They don't use it for increased pressure. They use it to stop the crosstalk. And a reed will lower volume but increase pressure because you're controlling the flow when it's open. When it's closed, you're not controlling anything. But thanks for watching. 30 minutes is a long one. Huh. Yeah, we're going to try it, man. I'll put it on a bike and try it. Can't wait. I got to wait for this to dry, so that'll be tomorrow's show. Is trying it out on a bike. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate those, man. Please like, please subscribe. I'll get a banner. I'll work on the banner today, and I'll work on trying to get a subscribe button on the videos. Thanks for watching, and talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Thumbs up. See you at the races, man. See you at the races. Come on. Let's go. Let's go to the races.